didn't start on the pitch. I don't think so. I don't think you could just, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So I looked at it and I thought they've probably had words or whatever, or he's probably done something. Maybe he took his
Mm.
lunchbox or something, something of that nature. I don't know. But for you to know, to then look at your teammate and start,
Mm.
and start starting up a fight with them, it's yeah, I think it's something that started somewhere else. I don't know where it started from. Perhaps it'll come up. It'd be a good, interesting story to read actually,
Mm.
if I was right, because we would like to know what's actually transpired
Yeah. I'd
between
not
them.
even thought of it like that at all, I have to say. But
Yeah.
now you say that, there's a certain sense about that as a
Mm.
reason for something happening. Because if obviously football teams, individual players, they'll have their best mates and they're usually quite a friendly group. But
Mm.
clearly, some get on better with some than they do others. And
Mm.
yeah, if there was any kind of tension between those two before at some stage, or in training one day,
Mm.
you're right. It could have come out in that,
Yeah.
because you can't imagine a professional player. I mean, I think he's quite young, the guy, but even so, they're highly trained. And what you don't do, you might get aggressive with your opponents or one of their team. You don't start on your own team. It is quite unusual. I mean,
It is.
interestingly, just as an aside, when Jamie
Yeah.
Carragher was saying at half time, oh, well, I think the ref should have just cautioned him and just calmed it down.
Yeah.
And then 2 or 3 minutes later, I think it was Dave Jones, the Sky bloke who introduces it. He said, "Oh, we've got a clip of something here, Jamie." And they showed a clip of Jamie Carragher having a fight with another Liverpool player. I mean, what could he say? He said, "Oh, where did you find that?" But I thought that's why he said he shouldn't have been sent off, I suppose, because he's done it himself. But yeah, it's the most stupid situation to get into.
It
What we do
is.
know is that football is a high tension game
It
at any
is.
level, but particularly at the top level. People do walk a tightrope of potential anger and frustration.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's easy to sit on the sidelines and say, well, they shouldn't do that. But yeah, it's a tough game to play.
It is. Yeah. It is. Now, Marc Cucurella, or is it Cucurella? Cucurella. Is it Cucurella?
Cucurella, Cucurella, yeah.
Cucurella. Yeah. Now he's come up with a good reason as to why Cole Palmer um is injured his toe. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, he broke it. He's fractured his toe, isn't it? At home. Yeah,
Yeah. He said,
yeah.
I think this is Marco Corella, and I'm quoting him. He said, I think he lost a FIFA game or something.
Well, yeah, he could have kicked something, couldn't he, around his room? I don't know how he did it, but apparently it's only going to delay his return by two or
It
three
is.
weeks.
Yeah.
But
But,
yeah,
but
you never know. He might have just been annoyed, mightn't he?
we love Cole Palmer, don't we? Well,
We don't want to see him back because I think he
no,
needs
we
to be in
we
the
do.
England team, to be
We
honest.
do.
He does.
We do. And
Yeah.
what a and just on Chelsea, whilst we're on Chelsea, what a performance by Estavio. Estavio
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, they reckon he was the best, don't they, really?
against
Well, they
Barcelona.
compared him to Yamal, didn't they? And they said,
Yeah.
our man is a bit better than yours, which on the night, undoubtedly he was. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, it was
mm.
good. He did very well.
Yeah,
A good victory for Chelsea. It was 3-0, 2-0, wasn't it? Chelsea.
it
Oh, no, it was
was. Yeah.
3-0, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3-0 last night. Yeah.
It was
Yeah. Last night. Yeah.
it
Yeah, I
was a
saw
good
some
one.
of that.
It just reminded me of the excuse me. It just reminded me of how they performed during the Club World Cup, Chelsea, where they beat PSG in the finals. by 3-0. And how they got to the final, actually, they must have played well to get to the final. But something about Chelsea that, just surprises me. They're not in the spotlight like Arsenal, Liverpool, and the rest. They're just in the corner right there. But every now and then, they'll pull up a really good performance that would make you notice them. They say, "Oh yeah, we're still here with Chelsea." So, what do we make of Chelsea? What do we make of Chelsea?
Well, you said, I think the secret, in a way, as to what's happening is in what you just said. That you said something like every now and then they pull out a good performance. Well, that's not good enough. In the Premier League, it's simply not good enough. And I think before the season started, they were being nominated as one of the 3 or 4 teams that could win the league. Now, I think it's accepted now they're not going to. I mean, I can't from the top of my head think how many points they're behind. They're pretty good. They're pretty much up there. But I don't think they're consistent enough. They have these good days, very good days, but they're not playing to that kind of standard every week. It's a different Chelsea that seems to come out to different matches. So yeah, I don't see them actually, winning the Premier League. Now they're in the Champions League, so they could have a chance at that if they maintain these performances. But I just think there's a degree of inconsistency about Chelsea. I mean, the manager spent a couple of games in the stands, didn't he? Because he'd been sent off. So he's obviously understandably, these managers are passionate people, and then it's like Oliver Glasner. He's the same, passionate, and you love to see it. Pep Guardiola, and you see his reactions at the game on Sunday when Manchester City lost. I think it was Sunday, not Saturday. And he's sort of holding his head in despair when goals are missed, and they're going through every kick, every header of the game. That's the nature of the beast of club management, isn't it? But yeah, it's a tough game to watch, and I've not really made up my mind about the Chelsea manager. I'm sure he's very good, and he certainly qualifies because so many of the Premier League managers are stone cold bald. So they all look a bit like lots of Pep Guardiolas lined up. Certainly, the Chelsea manager could be mistaken for Pep Guardiola. I mean, you never see them both in the same room together, do you? So I wonder if he does 2 jobs, one person. One week they say, "Oh, he's in the."